Welcome everybody to the beautiful land of Nosfordanian. Now this is by far the biggest project I've ever worked on in Minecraft. This railroad spans well over 10,000 blocks. And it stops at every major town and player home in Nosfordanian. Now this was so expensive and so tedious that there was times where I felt like giving up. But in the end, I'm glad I didn't, because this is the most beautiful thing I've ever done. It takes you through almost every biome. And somehow I feel like as this land of Nosfordanian has been in disarray, that this is a symbol that hopefully is going to bring us together. And as we've lost friends and are starting to gain new allies, my hope is that this railroad will unite Nosfordanian. And hopefully it will be a symbol for years to come as new people come into the land and others die. So come with me on a relaxing ride on the grand opening of the unified Nosfordanian Railroad. I am back again with some more Wraith SMP, JEFFERSCRAFT'S, and the adventures of Nosfordanian. So today is a special episode, you guys. I am opening my railroad today. It's been a long time coming if you ask me. But today is the grand opening of the unified Nosfordanian Railroad. And we're going to take a ride around the whole thing today. It's going to be a nice, relaxing ride. And I'm going to show you guys kind of like be your tour guide today. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification if you enjoy these videos and all of this Wraith SMP content. All right, and we'll get to it, guys. All right, you guys, here we are in the town of Old Town in beautiful Nosfordanian. And I'm thinking it's getting to be close to evening, but it's fine. We're gonna ride this railroad on the grand opening all the way around it, okay? And I'm gonna be like your tour guide on the way. But first I wanted to show you, so here at my fireworks shop, the Friendly Fire, we are selling for the unified Nosfordanian Railroad. We are selling passes, so 1 day pass for 1 diamond, 1 year pass for 15 diamonds, okay? So wow, look, somebody bought a year pass already. Awesome. So we got plenty of passes if people want to ride this, you know? So that is how you pay to ride the railroad. But we are gonna go take a ride now. So let us make our way over to the stop at Old Town. And then we're gonna ride it all the way around, guys. It's not gonna be a great, you know, adventurous episode. It's gonna be pretty much relaxing, but you get to see this massive railroad I built. So here is the entrance to the stop at Old Town. So here you can see you got JEFFERSCRAFT'S that way if you want to go ride that way, but we're gonna be riding it, let's see, I think we're gonna be riding it this way, okay? So let's get ourselves in the cart. And oh, just so you know, I'm gonna be doing F5 so we can see everything nicely. And also, what else can I tell you? We're you know, I'm not gonna be commentating the whole time. I'm gonna be, you know, pretty quiet, but I am going to be like your tour guide anytime we see a, you know, a stop or something special. I'm gonna talk about it, okay? So are you guys ready? Let's get going. Let's do it. And we're off. Now, this thing was so tedious, let me tell you. There's so much. I put every support. I mean, to be honest with you, there are a few things left to do. I do need to put a little bit more lighting along the way. I'll point that out. But other than that, this is done. I mean, it is huge. Look at down there. These supports were huge. Look at me kicking back, eating some food. So beautiful here. I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can. Look at how far up this is. Now, I haven't counted exactly how many blocks this spans, but I know it's well over 10,000. So, it's huge. And about half of the railroad is built with the supports out of cobblestone supports, and they're basically pillars on the bottom of the railroad, which is what this is. And about half of it is built with spruce log supports, which it changes kind of when it gets, you know, to a certain point. So, boy, let me tell you, it took me forever to get all of these resources. So, I mean, I don't even know how I did it. I thought when I first started doing this, I was only gonna go so far, but I just kept going and going, and it became like an obsession to build this railroad. And like I said, I really feel like this unifies us, you know, in Nosfordanian. Hope the others feel the same, but probably not as much as me, because this was my project. But I hope they appreciate it, the rest of them, and new people as they come along, you know? I was debating before I put these light supports in if I should, you know, do them half and half like this, soul lanterns and regular lanterns, or if I should even have them at all. But I wanted the extra light. And, you know, I'm happy I did it. I think I made a good choice. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think of these supports, you know, and the lighting and everything like that. Now look at down here. We are taking a long span over the water here. And it is way down there, let me tell you. Good thing I have these wings, you know, because building this without those, I don't think I could have done it. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think I would have wanted to, you know? Ooh, look at down there. You have some ruins. That's another cool thing, is you can see a lot of things from this railroad. So, you know, you can go, okay, I want to explore down there, you know? Which I think I'm going to check those out here eventually. So after this long span, you can see how long, like there's some long straightaways here, but after this long span, the next town we're going to be coming to, the next stop is going to be it's called Angler, the town of Angler. It's about, you know, about the middle of Nosfordanian, I would say. Oh, and another thing I should let you know is as we get across this stretch, also as we're coming to Angler, see, we're gonna go up and then we're gonna get there, but it's gonna change right here. The supports, you'll see what I was talking about. It's gonna change to the spruce supports. So we see right here the spruce logs now. So now we got spruce logs going all the way. I wish I could show you. Yeah, they're going all the way down. Ooh. Well, that took so long, I'm telling you. Man. You know, I am in, honestly, after all of this, is I am looking back in disbelief on how I even managed this. But, you know, I did it. We did it. And now it's for everybody to enjoy. And, you know, I hate to, I really did hate to charge for this, but it was so expensive. It took so much time and so much resources that I have to charge something. And I think it's pretty fair. You know, you can get a whole year in Nosfordanian because we have, you know, dates here in Nosfordanian, so you can get a whole year for 15 diamonds, you know? It's a pretty good deal. Otherwise, if you want to just do 1 day passes, it's 1 diamond. So I think it's a good deal. Oh yeah, and one thing I did forget to do, and I want to do, okay, so hey, we're coming to Angler, just so you guys know. This is, and I actually put stops into this, so we're gonna stop here. But one thing I did want to do, look at that, that's so cool, is check the date. So it'll be, this is nighttime, so I need to remember. All right, so here's our stop. We stopped at Angler, and our next stop is Frostforth, as you can see. We got a creeper trying to get in on us. Look at that. Aha, can't get me. So yeah, and then that way's Old Town. Okay, so let's get going. Let's get a move on. You can't get me. There we go. Ah, look at this. It drops down. Boom, it's so beautiful. So now we are on our way to Frostforth, which it's a long stretch. Another long stretch. These two stretches are the longest, okay? But you're gonna see something coming up really soon that this is where I almost gave up on this whole thing because it was so hard to do this. And I'll show you, look at zombies down there. But I'll show you guys right when we get to it. We're coming up to it really quick. But, and I'll explain why I almost gave up on this section. And I don't even know what made me decide to go this route, but I just thought it would be super cool to have this. But I mean, this is going through a nice ice. What do you call these? You know, the ice structures, an ice biome. Beautiful. That's cool looking. Almost looks like something there. All right, so now we're coming right to it. So now when we drop down here, we're going underwater. Look at that. Ooh. So here we are underwater. Look at this. This was super hard to do because this stretch, wish I could show you, but I mean, you can see fish and stuff. It's almost like a aquarium here. But it just was so hard to work underwater. You know, I have respiration 3, which is awesome. And I used some water breathing potions for sure. I had to. But I mean, getting all the resources, the sea lanterns took forever. The cyan glass that I used here, glass blocks, it just took so much time to get all of this. And I was just on the grind, but I just think it's super cool. And I'm so glad I just kept going on it. But like I said, I just almost felt like giving up at this point because it was just so hard to do, especially this long stretch here, you know. But I did it. I'm glad I didn't. This is something I can be proud of, I guess, you know. All right, and I didn't slack either. I put supports under this too. Okay, so anyway, so here we're ascending out of here. And we're going to be going over a huge snowy biome here. And the way this ended up is it was way up in the air. But I'm happy. I'm really happy at how high I made it. At first I was thinking, man, it's way too high. I should have dropped it down some, but No, I mean, I think it's just cool looking down on this ice, you know. And another good thing about this railroad is that, like you just saw, we're safe. We're safe. The creeper couldn't get to us. Tried, for sure. But, you know, as long as we're fenced in here and closed in, then we are safe from the elements out there, right? But, I mean, look at how high up this thing is, man. I love this part, you know? The best part of it all is you can just kick back, eat your food. You know, you don't have to use wear and tear on your elytra to get places. You can go all around Nosfordanian. Amazing, man. Beautiful sky. That looks so nice, huh? All of those trees covered in snow down there. It's just a snowy place. This is up north, where Savvy, you know, around about where Savvy used to live. But we'll make our way actually to where his old house is. I made a stop there. I'm not sure who's gonna be living there. I think maybe, I'm not sure if he's gonna stay there or not, but I think maybe Hypersonic possibly could be living there. So anyhow, I made a stop there, but we'll get to it, you know. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the longest straightaway in the rail system. So, ooh, okay, so down there is the crystal where Galgarath's soul is imprisoned. And so far, nobody has touched it, so that's good. I need to figure out a way to make it safe. Oh yeah, and by the way, that structure down there was also Vess's. If you remember Vess, it was his old place that he was, he never finished it, but he was working on it. Now it's just a ruin, covered in snow. I love this little bridge over this ravine right here, this frozen river. Looks cool. And the trees get close to us. And I'm pretty sure right up here it drops down a little bit. Yeah, it drops down a bit. And then I make a big horseshoe up here that brings us around to just to the town of Frostforth. I don't know what's going on right here. It looks like somebody was building or something. There's wood planks and... Huh. Interesting. But you can see so much from this railroad, you know? All right, so yeah, now we're making the horseshoe. It's pretty big bend in the road, but now we're making the turn. And then there's one more turn. Let's see, that's the ravine again, or the river, the frozen river. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't notice this also, I put lighting on underneath everything. You can kind of see it right there. Put lanterns under and chains underneath each one of these supports. That is a cool mountainside right there. All right, so now we made the bend, and here we are. As you can see, it's starting to come into focus. There is Frostforth. It's a nice little town. You can do some trading there. All right, so here we are. We are coming to Frostforth. There it is, Frostforth, and right there we are headed towards Valentios next. And then that takes us back, of course. So here we go. You ready? Let's keep going. Are you gonna let me go? Let's get a little start here. Ooh, a little push. There we go. All right, now we're off. Now, I'll tell you, this is not my favorite part of this whole railroad. I'll tell you what my favorite part is. You would think it would have been the underwater section because of how much work that was, but I mean, I love it, but it's not my favorite part. I'm gonna tell you, like I said, where my favorite part of this whole railroad is, the beauty of it. But I really like this section coming up through here. And you know, it reminds me of it's kind of, I don't know, crazy to say, but maybe you guys won't get it, but to me, for some reason, I just feel like this is kind of like, oh man, if you guys have seen Return of the Jedi, like the Ewok village, you know, an indoor, just has a feel. It just has that feel to me. I don't know. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so ooh, that looks beautiful though, doesn't it? That river, that water is flowing through these trees. That's probably why it reminds me of indoors. All these trees. I tried to keep these trees untouched. Some of these trees I had to cut down for this railroad, but I tried to keep or replant as many trees as I could, and I don't know why I jogged it right there, honestly, but I did. Anyway, this is a cool little winding area here through the Ewok village, man. Now we are ascending to Savvy's old place, and it might be hypersonic that is staying here. So that's there you get, there it is right there. All right, so let's keep going. So like I said, if you've noticed, all the way from Angler, the supports have been these spruce trees. So love this section though. Doesn't it look so nice winding through the river like that? All right, there's some signs. Going too fast to see. Now there's a section here I wish I would have changed, but I didn't want to. It's right here. It's kind of too bumpy, you know. Should have made it a little bit more of a higher slope maybe, or not so bumpy. But anyway, it reminds me of a roller coaster. I didn't want that effect, but it is what it is. It's not too bad in this third person view. So all right, so now right here it changes once again to the cobblestone support posts. I mean, they both had their challenges, I'm telling you. Especially there were sections where I went all the way down into a ravine and underwater in sections, you know. Oh yeah, and also as you can see right here, the lighting is not done in this section, so still need to finish that, but I wanted to open this railroad before season 2 starts, so. Ooh, look at the sunset. We've already been riding for all night and almost through the day. The sun is going down. So this will be 2 days almost. Or at least a night and a day. So I guess 1 day. But we are, yeah, it's starting to become night as we make our way up. So there are a couple cool sections here that I will show you that go underground too. And one of them was at the special request. Well, I'm gonna tell you when we get there, okay? This one was actually made by DeLil Red, this section where it goes underground. So I just kept it. I didn't really texture it. I thought it was kind of cool with the ores and whatnot and all the torches. So I kept it like this, and I just ran the rail through it. So. And now we are ascending, and here is the base formerly known as DeLil Red's base. So, and now it's kind of like don't know whose it's gonna be, but anyway, so there's a stop here. Boom. And this is, it's still the little red stop. I have not named it anything else at this point. And then if you can see it over here, that this takes us to Valantios, okay? And I blip, how do you say it? Brittle Rock. The town of Brittle Rock and Valantios coming next. And here we go. Boom. You don't even have to get out, man. It's just a cozy ride. Here, do I need to eat? I don't. I'm not even hungry. I'm relaxing so much. But now it is falling on night once again. And coming up here to our left is Valantios. Right there, the town of Valantios, a beautiful place, a good place for mining also. And then right over there is Brittle Rock. So, and I did mark them. There's the Valantios shop, and I didn't mark Brittle Rock, but that's where that is over there. And over here, we're heading towards Blaubart's or Bartheim. Okay, so let's get a move on. If we can, here we go. Yes. Okay, so now, see, there's Valantios, beautiful place, like I said. But anyway, so as we ascend, this is honestly my favorite part of this railroad. I just think it's so cool looking. But I think this is the highest point also. On the highest mountain in Nosfordanian here. And then down below, we have the camp of Eric. I don't know if you guys remember from, I don't know, episode 2 or something like that. I was with Savvy and he killed Eric down there. But I love this. And then you descend, and to the right-hand side, I don't think you can see it. I'd have to turn my render distance up, but it's a long drop, and then to the right-hand side is the kingdom of Bartheim. I think you can't really see it, but we've got a runaway rail. Let me see if I can get rid of this, guys. There we go. Get rid of that sucker. Let's get us back to our view. There we go. All right. So Bartheim is to the right, a little ways off. All right, and so then when you drop down here, I really love this little section. I textured all of this underground, and the reason why I built this, originally I had the rail system up above, but Blaubart, at the request of Blaubart, he wanted to not be able to see it from his place because, you know, he's building a beautiful kingdom, and he just wanted it different. So I built that underground, and I was, you know, it took a lot of work to change it, but I was super happy with it in the end. So I'm actually glad I got to do it. All right, so I don't want to miss this. This is the meteor that struck. So there's a Meteor Guardian down there that you can go and fight, you know. And then let's see, coming soon. Look at all these hostile zombies. Oh yeah, coming soon to the left-hand side is one of my favorite places, the Great Library of Nosfordanian. So there it is over there, and of course there is a stop for the library right here. There's some shulker boxes I forgot to take off, dang it. We're building, but this is the stop for the Great Library, and the next place we're coming to is let's get a move on. We're getting hit. The next place we're coming to, okay, so I guess it's not safe from skeletons, right? But anyway, the next place we're coming to is Kronkers, or Docktown first, and then Kronkers, the Kingdom of Kronkers. All right, so here we go. Got an arrow in me now. Took one for the railroad. the grand opening, man. All right, so here coming up on our right-hand side, as you can see, is Docktown. Pretty big town, Docktown is. Very nice. Love the sailboat right there. It's beautiful. But yeah, so there's Docktown. And there's a stop here at Docktown, but we're gonna have to roll through probably because of the skeletons. But there's our stop at Docktown. All right, so let's keep rolling. Get a little start here. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so now our next place, our next stop is going to be Kronkers, the Kingdom of Kronkers. So, and you can see coming up here on your right-hand side, you see Kronkers' big house right there. Got a big house, nothing in it. And he's got a ton of livestock right here. All right, so there we are. We are at Kronkers. Now we're going to JEFFERSCRAFT. JEFFERSCRAFTIA, aka my house, okay? Next stop. Look at how nice this is. I love the area, the plains here. Most of this ride has been on at night, I think, huh? So what's going on, guys? How are you? Do we need to eat? We do not. So, I mean, as you can see already, we're, I mean, let's see, we're, shoot, probably 3/4 of the way through this railroad, this complete circle, or not really a circle, but anyway, we're almost 3/4 of the way through, but you can see how huge this is. You can imagine how tedious this was. This is a pretty long stretch. This is one of the first, this is towards the beginning of building this stretch right here. I remember when I was doing it, I was setting these fence posts out on the sides, and I remember just going, man, this is taking so long. And this was only the beginning, man. I just kept going and going. Okay, so I didn't make a stop here, but just so you guys know, that pillar over there with the torch sticking out of it, that was Johnny Rocket's old underground base there. So we are getting close to my house. This is a little bit of jungle section. Not a big jungle, but it is a little bit of jungle section right there. It looks really nice. I tried to keep all of these trees as much as I could. Even these ones up here, kind of the railway goes through them a little bit, and the vines are growing down. It looks cool, I think. Oh yeah, I love it. One of my favorite biomes, the jungle. And so there is Blue Lake right here. Oh, and there's my nether portals. The sword sticking into the ground. All right, so here is the stop of JEFFERSCRAFTIA. There's my little house, right? All right, so here we go. Let's keep rolling. We are on the last stretch here. The last long stretch. There's all my farms down there. Love that was the best producing. That's the best producing farm, that creeper farm right there. That enables me to get pretty rich on this server with the rockets the rocket shop. So now we just have this pretty long stretch right here to Old Town. That is the next stop here, and that is our final destination as we are making our way completely around this rail system. And I think it pretty much is gonna take us, what, 2 days, right? Pretty much 2 days. I mean, it's not, maybe a day and a half, I would say, to get around the whole thing, which is huge, right? Just kicking back, not even hungry yet. So like I said, this is a pretty long stretch. This is not even the longest stretch. Of course, you guys have seen that already, but still a pretty long stretch, and this is going to take us straight into the Mesa Biome. So I think the only place, well, we didn't go through a jungle biome or really a desert biome, but you know, we went through pretty much everything else, you know. That's how big this is. And we're starting to see a little bit of the mesa now. And I do like, I looped around Old Town here, and I kind of like the look of how you can see the rail from this side. You can see the other side of the rail. And there is Old Town up there. We are almost to our, we are almost through, you know, to our final destination here. There, right underneath us is the friendly fireworks shop. It's a cool western town. A good place to mine gold. All right, as we turn the corner, we're going to be coming to our a stop here at Old Town, and this is where we started, and this is our final destination, you guys, Old Town. So, what do you guys think of this railroad? Do you think I'm nuts for building all of this, or do you think it is awesome? I mean, I think it's awesome. I'm really happy with it. I'm proud that I followed through and continued to build this whole thing, and I hope others enjoy this on the server, and I hope more people come and join the server and enjoy this railroad. But for now, you guys, I'm going to say goodbye. It's been a fun time. I hope you enjoyed this. Pretty soon we are going to be starting season 2 of the Wraith SMP and JEFFERSCRAFT and the adventures of Nosfordanian. Okay, so look forward to that, and have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.